Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to episode 3 of the For the Record podcast. Myself, Zoe, to my left, Paul, DJ Prodigy.
Respect the star.
We have Mrs. Hans.
The Hanstress.
The Hanstress.
No, Paul's the Hanstress.
Oh, my bad.
I'm Mrs. Hans. Remember? Get it right.
And then we have Hans in the building, embracing the name.
Boo. we need a button for that. Boo. No, the booze.
So we're gonna get started off like this. We have a few things to get into, and one being the Joneses.
The Joneses.
We got something to talk about here.
Joes.
Joe Budden. We're gonna start off with him.
That
Been in the
crazy son of a.
No kidding.
I mean, and we'll just get into it, I guess. Right? I'm already gonna cut into it. I don't know. Is it
He
crazy?
wasn't done with his DJ voice yet. You just kind of cut him off.
I did. But like, cause it's important to talk about. Is it crazy? If you set your value to yourself, is it crazy? If you know what you bring to the table, and if you're making companies billions of dollars,
right, on top of what they're gonna give you,
right.
Even if it was a predetermined contract, you know what I mean?
Well, no, I mean, but their contract is up, right?
Right.
Like, that's why they're finishing it out. So we're talking new contract. Pay me my money.
Pay me my money,
Right. And I mean, can you like foul the guy for wanting what he feels he's worth?
I don't know much about him, but we do that all the time. We set our price.
right?
For like
Well,
our,
you have to.
Yeah.
And if
Because even if you overshoot and then somebody comes at you with a counter and it's still above what you would have,
still good, yeah.
always a
Yeah.
negotiation,
You shoot high,
but
yeah.
you know your value,
right.
Now, there's some people that overvalue themselves. It's not necessarily a problem.
I mean, 250
But
million.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Even when you overvalue yourself, you can kind of bring down that number because, again, at the end of the day, if they're not willing to pay, then it is what it is.
Well, I mean, like we do that all the time as beaners, right? Mexicans, we'll shoot high.
You can't say beaners.
Oh, my bad. I'm
That's
part.
derogatory.
If
frijoleros.
I haven't heard that word in a minute.
but anyway, if you have an idea of what you want for either services rendered or something
Paul
you're
services.
Oh, those are pricey.
you have to ask what his EJ is. You can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
It's double on Saturday.
DJ from a DJ.
But anyway, if homeboy shot at 250 mil, I guess that's the number that's been thrown around in a couple different areas.
Yep.
So, but at 250 mil, if that's where he shot, and he was, he comes out at 125, right,
Yeah,
It's worth it.
and let's just say his number was 100.
Maybe he knows to shoot that high because
Yeah.
he knows he's not gonna get that much, but he knows
Well, see,
he'll be happy with
that's
like
why,
100.
That's why the podcast that we were referring to, they were talking about how like he doesn't understand the dynamic of corporations and blah 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 blah. Right? Like, honestly, if the dude shot high for a reason, you know what I mean? Then on the downside, right? I guess they didn't counter to where he wanted to be.
Not yet, at least. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's got 3, maybe 4 more episodes
Because I think
on the podcast itself.
Yeah, because there was 7 total, and I think he's done 2.
Right.
Dang.
So I don't know. I think as they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Right. You got to know your value.
Beautiful.
You got to know your value.
You got to know your value. You're very beautiful.
Oh.
Lord Jesus.
Like, here, Hanstress, shut your mouth. You're beautiful when she's not around, okay?
Know your place.
Know what you're worth, Paul.
Even if it's undervalued.
Very undervalued.
Damn it.
So, yeah, in that same sentiment, right? Someone else that gave himself a good value and is, in the eyes of his fans, is kind of underachieving that value. Rogan.
As of right now, yeah.
Right?
He's underachieving mainly because of the controversy behind the episodes.
Right?
Did he sell out? We still don't know.
We don't know. He hasn't
He
commented.
hasn't commented, and he's done 2 new podcasts in the new space, and still no comment as to what happened, why
Right.
it's being updated. Lie to me and tell me I'm
They probably
beautiful.
told him not to say anything.
that would suck too. Then
he sold out.
Yeah,
then at that point,
especially Adam Curry, right?
Oh my God, that upset me.
I
That was
got where
almost
you're
like
coming
Donnell
from.
Rollins on the RZA.
Right.
Dude, I wanted to slap that guy.
I get where you're coming from because it sounded like he was trying to change the direction of the conversation in some aspects.
oh, you
So
were
that
telling me
kind
about
of
that.
bothered me a little bit. I didn't.
Dude, it should bother everybody. That dude, Adam Curry, was talking about physical money is going bye-bye, right? Like,
Right.
nobody's really carrying that.
We're in a
We're in a coin
Bitcoin.
shortage.
We're in a coin shortage.
A coin
But
shortage.
we're headed towards digital currency, right?
Right.
And so this guy talking about the postal service and how they're going to be involved, and UBI, dude. To me, man, I don't think people understand what UBI is until it. And if you don't, Paul has this look on his face. Like,
Universal basic income.
yeah, we can't. None of us can be poor if we're all poor.
But do you honestly
scary.
believe?
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
scary.
It
Do
is.
you honestly believe if we were to give you an extra $1,000 a month, that you would apply it to something that's beneficial to you, or you just
Not everybody.
splurge it?
Well, I would, right? Because I mean, that's what I do. Like I work, and y'all would because that's what y'all do. Y'all work, except for Paul. I don't know what Paul does,
Paul kind of just pushes buttons.
but
Pretty
like we
much.
all work, right? Like I don't know, an extra $1,000, so that would put it at $2,000 for the two of us
Right.
a month. But then whatever
But-
on top of that, like I
But
would.
per se, what if that goes back into like a car payment, right? All of a sudden, you're like, "Well, I got myself into debt with that extra 1,000."
Yeah.
You're not putting yourself in a better position.
Well, yeah, but I mean that goes with the saying. What is it?
How did-
The more
Paul-
you make,
Paul's gonna go
the
get
more you
rims.
make, the more you spend. So
But the number you're throwing out there, that's the Yang Gang, Andrew Yang number, right?
Right.
That grand a month. What this dude was talking about was like not a grand a month on top of what you make. This dude was he was saying the government's gonna give you $1,200 to $2,400 a month. That's it. Make it work. Make it enough.
While you work.
Oh no.
No, I didn't hear anything about while you work. It's strictly this is what we're giving you. And then in the middle of the podcast, as he was getting like a little more controversial, and Rogan was like diverting the conversation, he was like, "Oh no, look, the government didn't like what I said. They just docked me."
Right.
Like, because that's how if they give you the money, what stops them from taking the money? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like I said I don't want to count Rogan out. I enjoy his content. I enjoy his podcast. But
So I'm confused. Like, if they're talking about giving you $1,000 a month, like Paul said, like while you work, but they didn't say anything about that. So then, what? Nobody's gonna work.
No. Like I don't know about what, or I guess the way I took it was, you're gonna get. He was asking like if you're getting $1,000 on top of what you're getting.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
the way they're making, or the way he made it sound was like, no matter what you work and whatever position you hold.
Well, that's what he asked.
There's
Right?
no way they could even do that. They can't even do it for the COVID. Only got one check.
Well, no, I mean I get that, but at the point that they destroy
businesses,
the businesses,
small businesses,
and
small business
and
owners,
physical money, right? That we
physical currency.
pretend that we have value to, like.
What they're trying to insinuate is we'll give you enough money to maintain, but that's it. That's all you're gonna get is enough money to maintain. Everybody's standard of maintenance is different though.
Yeah.
But then that
They're trying to
doesn't-
make it equal. That way nobody is,
But then that doesn't make any sense, right? So like I rent a house, right? So if I'm gonna get $1,000 a month, you're gonna get $1,000 a month. That's $2,000, but 1,000 of that goes to my landlord, who's already getting 1,000. Now she's gonna get another 1,000 from me, 1,000 from the person behind me, 1,000 from the person behind.
but
they would
that's
have to
Then-
change all the
everything
structure of how
everything
they-
Yeah.
gets changed. Everything like that. That's the point of this whole deal. Is
Right.
everything gets changed.
No
in
one
a-
would
in
need
a-
to be a landlord
Exactly.
because they're making enough money to sustain their livelihood.
But well,
per se.
no. They're making enough money that the government says.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a difference. Like it's not the government saying, "Hey, well, whenever you feel comfortable, stop making money." No,
Right.
the government saying, "We're going to give you $1,200 a month."
It's monopoly.
Make it enough.
Government-
But then
money.
at that point, like nobody's gonna go to work. Like why
That's-
would you?
That's the
Well, I
Government,
mean,
if you
like-
want to take over my bills.
No, but I mean, that mentality makes it difficult because then there's people out there that won't, right? They're going to say, well, why go to work then, right?
Right.
If I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
get
get
X
paid the
amount of
same.
money.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel you there, and that's why UBI doesn't work. Like, is basically everything. If they kill the currency as we know it and create a digital currency, perpetual debt can happen, but they control everything even more so.
Right.
Because they're just numbers on a screen. Right now, we have physical money.
Oh, we'd end up like that movie. What is it? It's Justin Timberlake.
Oh, in time.
In time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you
We'd
pay
end up
for
like that.
yeah,
You
pretty
pay
much.
for everything.
Well, and that's what that guy's point was. He was like, "Oh, look, my bank account. You know, the government just docked me pay," because at that point, once they control how much money you're getting, then they control how much money comes out. Then you've got what is it? Social credit. That's what they're doing in China.
But then what's the point of it then? What's the point of them giving you...
They control everything. That's the point.
Well, I
Control.
know.
And they use emotions, so they're gonna say, well, it'll cure the homelessness. It'll cure people not having the means to sustain their lives. It'll cure things that they feel like they can control. They can't even.
But then what do you use the money for? Other than them taking the money away from you
I
when
guess
you do
it's-
something that they don't like.
No, I mean I
Like,
feel
then what
you.
do
Those
do
are
you buy
questions.
food? But then if you buy food, then someone's got to be working at the grocery store.
Right.
And then somebody's got to be out on the farm.
Yeah.
Right.
Getting the groceries.
Again, though, those
and all
are
that,
all
so-
like those
These
are
are
all
the questions we have,
Right.
and no one wants to ask
Gotcha.
those.
Well, and that and I mean, and to me, it's assumed that those all become government jobs. So you're gonna have a job. Don't worry about it. We got you. But you're making this much money. There's no negotiation. You can't say I went to college. Blah 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 blah. They're gonna say, "Oh, you went to college? Cool. This is what we're gonna give you. Yeah, B movie. Get in line." And then when everything flips and somebody dies, the next B
Dead
steps
from the
in.
neck up, dead from the neck down.
Exactly.
He's dead.
Thinking B.
So it's not like the Budden situation, right? Don't worry about your worth and know what you bring to the table. We're gonna pay you the same as everyone else.
right.
No.
There can't be poor people if everyone's poor.
Right.
That's the Venezuela model. Socialism.
Wow.
And now they're fighting
Okay.
against their own government.
So it's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
So Paul, if you were told today you're gonna work, but we're only gonna pay you what we feel is right for you to live off of,
He does that every Saturday when I pay him. I don't care what you think you're worth.
but that's what I'm saying. Like if there's no room for negotiation, there's no room to say I'm worth X amount of money because of what I bring to the table. Are you okay with government coming in and saying, I don't care what you want, this is what you're getting?
No. I like my things.
I like my stuff.
Doesn't matter how small it is.
That's all we're saying, you know.
It's like I said, it's a control thing. It's well they're not gonna play it as a control thing. They're gonna play it as a, like you said,
They're gonna
based off
pander
emotions.
to
Yeah,
they're gonna pander to the emotions.
emotions, right? So the Democrats, your feelings will matter.
Right.
Because I mean that's basically what it's going to boil down to, and you know in some aspects it'll go back to, yeah, I mean you won't have a choice, you'll have to barter, you'll
Yeah.
have to say,
Yeah, you will have to.
you know these guys play music, hey I can still play music, but what's it worth to you aside from money? Because your money's no good to me because it's my money, which is your money, which is everybody's money. What else can you know?
What do you have to offer?
Yeah, exactly. It was when people say there's three things you don't talk about: religion, money,
And politics.
and politics. And those three things dictate how we live.
Yep.
So if we can't discuss them, then the higher ups can keep doing what they do, and there's no,
Right.
you know what I mean?
We're not allowed to disagree with
exactly.
them.
We
Yeah.
and if we do,
Now let's
cancel.
question it.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
or you know, we get this mob mentality that's kind of happening right now, and the mob says we shouldn't talk about it, then we shouldn't talk about it.
Right.
Or if the mob says we should talk about it, then it's
We're
only
gonna
cool to
talk
talk
about
about
it.
it when they want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But so like to back to your point, I mean the you know the printing of the money, well that just happens to be a bunch of bankers that started the whole thing.
Right.
You know?
And even when you put your money in the bank, it doesn't stay with the bank.
Nah, no,
It
it's-
all gets
Oh, yeah.
invested.
fractional,
Yeah.
fractional banking, man. That they're only obligated to hold what is it, 10%
Something like
of
that.
of each deposit. So like Curry was talking about, you know, I'm gonna give you $10 and then they take 9 and disperse it and they keep the $1 in reserve. Like, but they do that with every single deposit.
And all you have is a number on the screen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is like that's where we're at. So at this point, honestly, I don't even know what's keeping them from flushing out cash already, aside from this coin shortage that we have.
And when people talk about assets, again, what happens when that number goes bye-bye? Just, again,
Yeah. when
everyone
it's no
runs to
longer
the
worth
bank
All this.
and you can't withdraw physical cash because, again, that number goes away or there's not enough physical cash in the
there's not
bank
enough.
to
Paul,
sustain everybody.
You better start investing in thongs, way. You gotta pay it somehow.
And high heels.
High heels, that shade of lipstick I like.
Using red M&Ms for lipstick.
Deals and heels.
Is that your new business model? We got wheels. We got what is it? Meals on wheels. Paul's deals on wheels. What did you call it?
Deals and heels.
Deals and heels.
That is when people talk about like wealth, right? A lot of people say wealth didn't make me happy, right? There's no amount of money in the world that will make an individual happy. So when you have that much wealth, the only thing that to most people it's been control.
Yeah.
Having control.
Yep.
That's where all of this stems from. That's why when these guys created the game, like I mean, I gotta say it's gotta be kind of funny. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
For real.
Like
I mean,
they
it's like
sit
being
back.
the banker. It's like being the banker in Monopoly, and then you're giving yourself some of the money from the bank.
Right.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever done it. I mean, allegedly.
But that
Never
that,
done that, kids.
and again,
Never.
and-
You get to move the goalposts.
Exactly.
You get to control the narrative.
Exactly.
I don't know.
There's a certain kind of joy, I guess.
There has
happiness.
to be, dude, because if you're the banker in Monopoly and you're playing and you know you're screwing the other people on the board,
I'm a good
but you're
banker.
only letting them get like you know, okay, you want hotels and this and that and the other. Yeah, okay, you want to buy this? No, don't
So
worry
you
about
wouldn't
it.
want to have the title as the richest person in the world?
No,
Really?
I wouldn't.
I would.
Yeah, I would.
No.
I would.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
I just move pawns out. I want to. How does Eddie Bravo say? I want to join the Illuminati. Where do I sign up?
Is that status going to make you more happier, or is it just a status?
Both, in my opinion.
You really think so?
I mean,
I don't know,
it's
I
a
think-
status so long as we equate the money that we have now to that status. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
the physical currency that we have now. Because once that changes and it becomes digital, well, we know that numbers in a digital form can go on forever, right? So who's what at that point? I mean, again, anybody, even the guys watching, you don't have to agree. It's okay. If you want to live in your little world where, oh no, I'm gonna be the best I can be. Have fun with that.
me.
That's awesome, and that's
That's
good.
where I'm at. I'm like content with my happy little life.
You can.
Like,
do
No,
that.
and
I'm
so
an
am I.
adult.
I mean,
You can be.
I am. I'm also aware
I
of the
don't know.
fact that there
I
won't
would-
be.
You happy?
I don't know.
Nope.
Not at all.
No, and that's good too, because then you have the drive
least
to
you
get up
Yeah,
every
recognize
day.
yeah, keep
Yeah.
chasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I'm good with my little life right now. I'm good with going to work every day and
With little
doing what I
Hans.
do with my Hans.
Oh, my little
My
Hansicle.
Hans. My Hansicle.
So
Speaking of rich people, that,
Yeah, when we equate money to happiness, some people aren't just content with that kind of money, that kind of bankroll.
some people, I say women.
That's
I'm just saying.
I think when you're accustomed to that lifestyle,
Word.
you know,
I feel you.
like, I mean,
what if you weren't per se the contributing factor?
well,
Does that play a role?
I think it
Of
does.
course.
Like, I think it does because, like, I was doing it on my own before I met Alex. Like,
Hans,
before he
please.
came in. Sorry, Hans. Take two. I was doing it on my own
Marcus,
before
cut
I
that
met
out.
Hans. And, like, I was perfectly happy with where I was. Like, now he's in the picture. If he decided to go away and not be there, well, then I don't need you. Like, I don't know, but that's just my mentality.
What if
like,
his net worth was upwards of 900 million?
I don't need you.
I agree.
I don't need you.
I agree. There's
You
some
want
people
to
that
leave?
don't.
You want to, not work on this? You don't want to be here with this?
I
Then
agree.
vete.
There's a lot of women out there that
go.
think otherwise.
Yep.
For that
I
kind
don't
of
know.
bullying.
Yeah, so we're speaking of Dr. Dre. Him and his wife looks like they're on the verge of splitting, and we have some statements here. Of course, they're not necessarily 100% authenticated, but it goes along the lines of her expenses of
That she wants.
Yeah,
Like,
that she
this is-
wants.
This is her. What is the?
The reporting
Her
asking.
request?
Yeah,
No. But there's a term for it when you get spousal support.
Yeah,
Spousal support.
Also support.
I didn't fact check if they have any children. I don't know if that's a factor. Do y'all
Let me
know?
look.
Dr. Dre.
Please hold.
But nonetheless, spousal support wise, she's asking $2 million a month.
Damn.
I say that, and that
A
ain't no
month.
sweat off homeboy's balls. He can give her $2
It's
million.
not. It's not. Truthfully. However, and I wanted to have the woman's point of view, of course, because
That dude's got 6 kids.
6 kids?
Nah, well,
Okay.
I don't know if it's with her, but he's got 4 boys and 2 girls by 5 different women.
Okay, that's a whole different ballgame.
Oh
though.
wow.
So
How old are they?
I'm pretty
So-
sure they're of age.
That's a lot of money. She wants $2 million a month,
A month.
and say she lives another 30 years.
Dude,
That's
I can't even get $5 a month.
$720 million.
Yeah, but what's he gonna make in that same time frame? If he's worth 9 now,
Right.
and at the current, you know what I mean? Like given, like that number X amount of years ago was.
But what if he
nothing.
doesn't make anything?
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious that I just asked you guys, was he even relevant? I don't even hear about the dude anymore, right? Like,
I'm pretty
I mean,
sure,
other than M here and there, they talk about, blah blah blah. But if
pretty
he's
sure
still
music licenses and stuff
So
like that.
he's
yeah.
worth 9 mil?
900.
900.
million.
900. Okay,
That's
that
what I'm
makes
saying.
sense.
I'm pretty sure he's $1 billion now with the Apple, with the Beats.
Okay.
I think he's over just a hair over $1 billion. So nonetheless, right? Like you said, does
First and
anybody
foremost.
really need that much money? But just the thing is, he does, right? He has it. So she's asking for $10,000 a month for laundry and cleaning expenses.
Might as well buy new clothes.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure she plans
You
to.
don't
Well,
have a
that's the
washer
thing,
and
right?
dryer?
So buying new clothes, she's asking $135,000 on top of that.
If you had a washer and dryer, you spend $20 a month on laundry
No kidding.
detergent.
Education, tuition, and
but-
expenses, $60,000 a month.
But you're talking like that's
She
peasant
still goes to
level.
school, I guess.
I guess for herself, maybe not the kids. I don't know. I don't know if
Maybe the
the kids are old enough.
kids, tuition.
She's I don't care.
But
about
why
that.
is she asking for that? Can't he pay for just
Well, yeah.
the
Why
kids?
can't
Yeah.
he pay? Well,
That's
why
what I'm
can't he
saying.
pay for it up front? Right?
Exactly.
And I'm
Like,
sure he's
you
got
gotta
trust.
pay.
He could pay cash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
well,
gotta
that and
pay
I'm
the-
sure he's got trusts for his kids. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I don't think he's just gonna
Get this, entertainment, $900,000 a month. What does this entertainment consist of that you need per month?
Yeah, I don't.
girls' night out. I don't know, bro. Damn.
What about like a vacation? Is that kind of
Can you spend $900,000 in a month?
You,
I've never done it.
Bet. Let me find out.
on a peasant level, I could spend that, dude. I could just imagine with her mentality of
What would you spend that on though?
It's probably stuff we
900,000.
don't even know. Like,
Get this.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're not a part of that level
Charitable contributions, $125,000.
Why can't he do that?
because she's not stupid. If she's getting that kind of money, she's got to have something to write off.
Right, but why is it charitable when he's paying out of pocket, not out of her pocket? How is
Because-
that charitable?
Because she doesn't have anything in her pocket. Like, it's all coming from his pocket.
Whose fault is that?
It is. I mean, it is what it is, right? But
Yeah, when you have nothing, like if your husband's supporting you throughout the marriage,
Paul, your
why
husband-
not do something for yourself in the meantime to substantiate
but
your
people
own
are gonna
income?
make the claim.
Yeah,
People are gonna
to-
make the
to-
claim that she
to
was there
support
through the
your
entire
own.
time, so
of
it should be half
course,
hers.
of course, that's the joys of marriage and entering into a.
So entertainment's $900,000. Her mortgage is $100,000.
$100,000 mortgage.
A
Like
mortgage.
really? Like
Again-
I pay right under $1,000 a month. Like, do you really need that much?
According to her.
Like,
Damn.
come on.
And last but not least, telephone, cell phone, and email, $20,000 a month.
20,000 a month
Yeah,
for
right.
cell phone. Like, what are you doing with that?
I mean, I'm averaging $130 a month.
I pay
That is
600 a month.
crazy.
Like
We don't need
that's
to talk
just
about that.
6 lines, 7 lines, because we have the tablet too that we use as a hotspot.
9
Like
lines.
I pay. Is there 9? Oh, you're right, because of the watches.
9
right?
lines.
We have
What
9
the
lines.
heck?
what the heck are you?
We're at
Who are you
7.
calling?
I don't answer questions.
No, it's okay. So it's easy.
we don't need to get into
A
that.
collect call from county.
No. No, we don't want to talk to that mofo either. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I'd say it's his fault for providing the lifestyle. You can't fault her. Like,
Let's reverse roles. What if she's the one worth
pay
one?
up. It's what it is. I'm on that boat either way, because if he's got the money, I'm sure he did everything in his power to keep that locked down, right? Like he did, no matter what it was, right? Psh, charge it here. Here's money. Blah blah. How do they do it on Goodfellas? I need this much. Homeboy just throwing stacks
Right.
to keep it on lockdown. Now she's like, I want half, Eddie.
No, because like I don't know. I think once you're that status, like you should go with a prenup at that
Well,
at
again,
that point.
then it's his
Like
fault.
you should.
Yeah, that's his
Do they
fault.
You know
do
what I
prenups
mean?
in California?
Because you're already
Probably
at that
not.
status. You're already making. No, they don't allow anything in California.
That's probably where they live.
Oh, of course they do. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so, dude, then it's his fault all the way around. Like, if he
Yeah.
knew his worth, how many times have he gotten bent over? Right? We saw the movie. He left.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah, but-
Give me my money, Jerry.
Give my money,
Give me
Jerry.
money,
Yeah,
Jerry.
but he went with Suge and he lost there.
The thing is, like, I don't know about y'all. Like, us guys, we get into a relationship not really thinking about breaking up. I don't know if y'all do.
I don't.
Yeah, like, we're always gonna think like the partner's gonna be there.
That's cute.
No, I'm just being serious. Like, I don't go look for a partner.
Chris Lozado, you don't need these hopes.
I'm just saying, you don't go look for someone. You're not gonna get half.
Well,
Just letting you
again,
know.
like I came. I guess I came from a different background. Like I
And
had
I
a
don't
kid
come
real
from the
young
mentality
and
that if
like-
my significant other did more better than I have ever
more
could-
better. Really,
more better,
more better,
more bestest. If she did better off in life than I did, and she chose to leave,
Pay me my money.
Nah, I'm not there.
I'm cashing that lottery ticket, brother.
I'm not there.
I'm getting rims.
I'm gonna go pay my errands account.
We ride as
on
fitness.
time
We
this
ride
month.
as fitness. We don't stop.
No, I don't
I'm not
know.
on that bandwagon. I'd
am.
say go do your thing.
I am because on the flip side, and not so much now these days, but because most households are 2-income households, right? But I mean, for a long time, men worked, paid the bills, and did whatever, and they got.
God,
the
I miss
shaft.
those times.
Yeah, well,
I wish we lived in those times.
you could thank the women's rights movement for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna say it because then we're gonna get canceled.
You're a woman. It's okay. We're taking it back.
Oh, I can say it.
But no, like so now on the flip side, we both earn equally, right? And I guess because there's a lot more women that they're independent. They got their okay, cool, be independent. But when we ain't together no more, pay me my money. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm not on there.
I'm there.
no.
Paul, what about you?
I'm on Alex's side.
You want to get
No.
paid?
Huh?
You want
You
to
want to get paid?
And too, depending on the
Hey,
circumstances,
they'll do the same thing
right?
to us.
Exactly. Do we live in a time where it doesn't matter? Like they don't
But
care.
it's dumb because you can't even say that because I would never do that to you.
First
Wait
of all,
until it happens. I was told that. And look where I'm at.
yeah, we did notice you've been walking a little funny for that. What's it been a year?
No.
I don't know, and I feel
don't-
you. I agree, and I'm not saying everybody's like that, but I'm just saying if it was that way, pay me my money. I done did the work. You're making it seem like I'm begging for something that's technically mine.
Nope.
Pay me my money, Brian.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I would.
Paul, you're asking for $2 million
From who?
from Dre.
No, I want my half right now. I want the full half right now. That's all I'm saying. Give me my half.
Paul's like, nah, I just
And I won't bother you
He's
anymore.
like, I just stay on my knees and keep it locked down.
So, at 900 mil, is that a fair? What's she asking? Is that fair?
It's 20 mil a year.
Man, she got it at the right time
Jeez.
too, right after the Apple and everything.
After all the deals?
20 mil a year.
'Cause that income doubled after that.
That's what I'm saying. So
Okay, so at 20 mil a year, if right now he's worth 900 million, let's say he doesn't make any more money from here on out, that would last for 4 years.
but that's impossible because of his.
Well, no, I know. Like, I'm just saying, like, to get to the 9, is it 900? 20, 40, 60, 80? Oh, wait, my math is wrong. I've been drinking. 100,
But then there's
I
a
make
lot of
100, so
there's a lot of things. In the probably court will probably
so
decide
maybe
like
because that's like 40 years that
Well,
that
of
could
course,
last.
the-
yeah, the court will
at
probably
2
decide for
mil.
the first 5 years you'll get this amount, and after that you'll get this. Blah blah blah.
Well, of course, that's the way it's set up to be. Because they got to get lawyers involved. They got to get paid. The state's gonna make money off of this
Yeah.
too. It's
gonna
not.
be a
It's
lot
not
of
as
money.
easy. Yeah, exactly. It's not. It's
gonna
not
be
as easy
very-
as just. Oh well, I want $2 million because then homeboy's got to part with the $2 million for her, and then somewhere in there he's probably paying for her lawyers. He's got to pay for his lawyers.
Yeah.
You got to pay for court time, court costs.
So, like,
I wonder how much he's asking in child support.
when that's another thing. So
I know,
they're
'cause
all-
that
On
list
top
didn't
of
even
the
have child
No, it
support.
didn't
No, it
have child
didn't.
support on it.
Well, if they're all
on top
grown-
Oh
of
yeah,
the
they might be
2
old.
mil-
if they're all
old
over
already.
18, does that not apply?
Because they're like over 50
Well, no,
already,
because
no?
there's some people that can get child support until the kid graduates college. Like I know my mom
But why-
had
why
it
would
locked
you-
down until
why would he not
turned
pay cash?
24 or finished.
Like
What?
at that kind of bankroll, like why would you not just pay cash for college? Why am I substantiating payments?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like,
Well,
child
because you
support
you
isn't.
don't know what school they're gonna go to, how much tuition is at the
Well,
time.
no, because
His
the
youngest
child,
is
child
19.
support doesn't.
Okay.
So he's got a 38, 37, 29, 23, and 19. So even if he
Okay,
was paying
so-
any kind of child support, it'd be on the
Okay.
last two. If
Yeah.
and for that, it would probably be school. And like you said, I'm sure that's covered.
And they might not even be going
That's
to school
true.
because
Well, yeah.
they already have money.
Yeah.
That the rally in Sturgis may have caused more than 250,000 new coronavirus cases. Study finds.
Study.
They
They did a study. They
Yeah.
conducted.
in a like what I don't even know how long Sturgis is, but it ain't that long.
I think it's like a week,
It's
right?
a week.
It's a
I
week.
Yeah, I
or
think it's a
2
week,
weeks. But it says a synthetic control approach conducted by the researchers estimated the number of cases to 266,796 or 19%. The study
Estimated.
says. Estimated. Yeah, these are probably like how many? What was it? Like 1 million people were supposed to die of corona when it first came out. Like
Yeah.
their projections were stupid through the roof.
Way.
Yeah.
way
So,
high.
but what really grinds my gears worse than the worse than than their little models and their predictions. I don't understand how freedom loving Americans can not go, and most of the bars at Sturgis anyway are outside.
Yep.
Full Throttle Saloon,
Yeah.
the Buffalo, the Chip.
Wait. But there was a travel ban in place. So you mean people didn't follow the law?
I don't know anything
and
about a
not
travel ban.
Travel?
I don't think that's implemented anymore.
No. There was. When was? When
It
was
just happened like
Yeah, just a couple of
like
days
people,
ago.
to the people of the United States, they're protesting and rioting and everything's cool there. You can go do what you want. You can go out there and have
And
fun.
none of that contributes.
Yeah,
to
none
the
of it
rising
contributes
cases.
to the rise of cases, dude, and that's annoying, man. I don't like that.
But you want to go out and be on your motorcycle for a couple of hours and
And all of a sudden, you're
Yeah.
You
killing
got
the world.
COVID.
Yeah, you're killing the world one person at a time. I don't know, man. It's a.
But then you're gonna tell me all of these people that are complaining about that
Sturgis.
about Sturgis happening or whatever. You're telling me that those people have been at home doing absolutely nothing, not going out, not being around
Doubt it.
anybody
Of course,
for the
they
last
follow the law.
6 months.
Yeah, right.
Everybody it's like in California,
they've
everybody's
all-
locked
yes.
down and they
Yeah,
don't move anywhere.
And they haven't gone anywhere at all
No,
to
they
be
haven't
around nobody.
they haven't been around a single soul.
A single person.
No.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's pretty crappy to say, dude. It's one thing, I guess, if you want to complain about. I can't even say that. Like the holidays that just happened, like Memorial Day, Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They complained about the one day that people were out and about at the lake or at the
river
out at the
or whatever,
river, out
the
at the
parks.
coast.
Shut the parks down.
I
and
just wonder,
everything.
like, if people are just trolling so much that the news actually believes what they're saying.
I don't think so. I think the news
You
is
think people actually really are like that?
honestly no, but I think the news is like fear mongering. If they can make people believe that the people that were at Sturgis somehow like 19%, if they want to throw out that number, has it or got it, you know what I mean? Like
From
now,
gathering.
yeah, now they're gonna leave Sturgis and they're going back home. Like now it's just more of a cause to say stay inside, don't go anywhere, don't worry, we're gonna take your money
Yeah.
away.
shut it all down all
Yeah,
over
And
again.
forget what the models predicted. We actually have statistics that show that 6% of all cases of all deaths
We're COVID related.
were COVID related.
Yeah.
And the
6%.
majority right now, currently as it stands, the most affected are 65 and up with morbidities,
Yeah.
which is multiple, diagnoses.
You know what? We don't like statistics, okay? People out there in podcast land, they're not gonna like your statistics, sir. And they're not gonna like that we're talking about Sturgis, and they're not gonna like that we're talking about rallies that
It is what it is.
or not even rallies, the protests, the riots.
That's where we go back to homeboy Ben Shapiro. The facts don't care about your feelings.
But my feelings hurt.
But I feel like no, Nobody got it.
I was waiting for you to finish.
I know. I was
No?
waiting too.
Oh my
It has
god.
that one moment on the camera, everybody's off.
You were just talking about how it was a serious podcast today.
It is a serious podcast. Dude,
It has
I was
to be.
trying to like
I just want to
make
know
it
when
funny.
everything's gonna go back to normal. Like when,
Never.
What's your
There won't be
definition
a
of
normal.
normal?
Exactly.
when
there's
like
not
a
gonna be
vaccine is
normal.
gonna come out, because
No.
I don't think anybody's really gonna. What, like 60%?
A vaccine for what? Like, we don't-
60% will take the vaccine, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be a normal, dude. It's
There's-
gonna be a
there's
good
just
long
not.
while before we even. And again, what do you consider normal, right?
Right. What do you consider
Like-
normal? And at that, right? So the worry is right now, currently, people are dying, right? But it's not at the rate that we were expecting.
Yeah.
How dare you, sir?
It sounds
How
heartless.
dare you? How many people have to die? How many is enough?
That's the thing.
You jerk.
Right? You sound heartless. You sound heartless when you say it,
Yeah.
but it's the reality, right?
Yeah.
But this is the cost of freedom that no one wants to admit, right? Because we're blind from the idea that we don't have to see it. But the idea of freedom is that other people have flown halfway around the world to defend our freedom with their very lives. It may not be at the rate of death that what we're experiencing with COVID, but the reality is we have freedoms because of people who defend it with their life. That's the reality of what freedom costs. If we can't acknowledge that it exists, then we're never going to acknowledge that one death is too much, right? There is always a cost. There is a cost. The cost for our normal, our new normal, if we're going to go by that, it means that there's no more partying. There's no more going out. There's no more social gatherings.
That's pretty much my life now. So
Yeah.
that's pretty normal.
But if that's the new normal and if you're content with it, I mean, I guess you're content. You're
Well, but
good.
there's a difference between it being a new normal because you chose for it to be that normal, or because you were told that's the
Correct.
new normal.
And where's
Yeah.
freedom?
There is none.
Exactly. As of right now, there isn't any because they're telling you.
Yep, they're
you
telling
can't
you.
do this, you can't do that.
So we
you
go
can't
back to-
spend your money here.
We
you
go
can't
back to
spend your money there.
self-accountability, right? So that's where I lose a lot of the people that hear this. They lack self-accountability.
It's called natural selection for a reason. Dude, I mean, it's what it is, right? So like you guys are in the same deal, right? Because you DJ. So if your place of business opens up, I mean, and I'm in the same spot right now just because of work, right? I'm around alcoholics all day long. My company is deemed essential, right? I make the decision every day to get up and go to work. I could sit home and do nothing, right? That's just not me. But on the flip side, I'm doing that to earn a living for my family, right? I'm not saying the DJ is not that, but you can survive without it in a way. You have to change your lifestyle, but
Yeah, you do.
But you have a 9 to 5-er, both of you,
Right.
right? That you, in a sense, can say you cannot quit,
Right.
because that's your bread and butter to an extent, right? I get the DJ thing probably is a little better. Government's not listening.
I don't answer questions.
But
What
but,
DJ?
but if you make a conscious decision to go to a party or to go do something and you put yourself at risk,
Self-accountability.
exactly. So you know what I mean? Like I think it's everybody should have that deal. It's kind of like the mask wearing thing.
They-
dude.
they
I
say-
wouldn't wear one if I didn't have to. It's just me.
Well, that's the thing, right? So it stretches beyond self-accountability when, in their eyes, when you affect other people, right? But it's their decision to step out of their house.
Exactly.
That's where it starts.
That's
Yeah.
where exactly. That's what I try to get to these people. If you step out of your house, that's on your own accord.
Yep.
Like you make that choice. The reality is we all have to eventually, right? You have to go get groceries at some point. Even if you want to stay bunkered in, at some point you got to go out and get groceries.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be self-sustaining, which we've all talked about outside this podcast is almost impossible.
Yeah, pretty much.
It sure is.
Because even if you want to self-sustain, where do you get your income to pay your taxes?
Yeah.
Chicken eye. But yeah, and like I said, for me that goes the same for the mask. If people decide they want to wear it, I'm happy for you.
Right.
Have fun with that, right? If I decide I don't want to wear it, but you have yours on, how am I putting you at risk? You have
And
yours
you're
on.
supposed to be like away from each other, so
Yeah, if you're
like
close enough to
6
tell me that I don't have mine on, there's something wrong.
yeah.
I don't. That's just the way like I said, I gotta work, I gotta pay.
You think people will be wearing masks like 5 years from now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel
sure.
there's gonna be a generation of people that
Like
we just went to go eat last night, and my little one
like in
was
China,
like,
they wear it over there because the air's bad over there, right? or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
But
just-
it's a choice.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
you could
choice,
use,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's a choice.
same thing. If they want to come out of their house and breathe in crappy air, I mean, hey, that's good for you. Do what you do, right? But yeah, if I didn't have to wear mine, I didn't until I was forced.
Right.
I went the
That's where
entire
I'm at.
time.
Yeah, same thing here until we're told we can't go into stores and
Yeah.
stuff or get a fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, right? Everybody likes to deem you heartless when you come out and speak on the matter of being opposed to it, right? They say, "Oh, you don't care about other people."
I don't.
Here's the reality. I mean, you have that choice. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The freedom is you
Freedom.
have choice to disagree.
Exactly.
I've had this conversation with my parents. The thing is, even if I chose to wear a mask, if they chose not to, that's on their own accord.
Yeah.
I'm not affecting their lives, and I'm not going to assume that they're going to change for me, right? If something were to happen, God forbid, that's not what I want. But if something did, and if it was on me because of I didn't wear a mask, again, they are at this point okay. They've already said, "Look, that's not your fault. It is what it is."
But do they not leave the house at all?
they do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, you couldn't even boil it down to it. Was
Yeah,
your
it was
fault.
you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This whole remote learning with the kids and face-to-face thing, right? So the boys wanted to stay home and do remote learning. And I asked them why. And they were like, "Oh, because we don't want to catch the virus." And I'm like, "Son, Dad goes out every day to go to work.
Right.
I go out every day to go to work.
My joke's
So
on you. You already have it.
Last year I was a bus driver, right? And this year at the beginning of the year I was supposed to be a bus driver, but I got the promotion. But either way, I was like, dude, if you stay home and you do remote learning and I'm out at work driving a bus,
Right.
I'm going to come home and I'm around those kids that you were going to be around
Anyway.
anyways. So you're not avoiding getting this virus either way that you go. If you're going to get it, we're going to get it.
So it's like the-
I'm sorry, but it's
It's like the
the
little
way it is.
computer program on Resident Evil. Well, I'm going to die down here. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
There's no.
I think you just
Oh, you
do
won't get
your
it if you walk
best.
sideways. Corona doesn't
Yeah, it
go.
doesn't
does.
go side to side, right?
Left or right, you're good, bro.
We're good. This way, that's
So
why we all sit
we
like
gotta
this
walk like
because we're
crabs.
good.
we have to walk in formation. I'm all, hey, now come to think about it, dude. That's how they do it in China.
Oh,
They march.
Yo,
Corona. I don't know, man. Again, I think there's people that blow it way out of proportion,
Oh.
but I think that there's
there is.
people that also don't take it serious. You know what I mean? I think it's the same on both.
But that's
Like,
what freedom is. You can
of
choose
course.
whichever
Yeah.
war you
Yeah,
want.
dude. If I want to go out on my own accord, let me, dude. If I don't want to wear my mask, and then too, like that, if that even means like on the flip side for my mom, right? I see her as much as I can, but I mean, if she chose to like, hey, you're gonna live the way you want to live.
Hi, Mama Hans.
She ain't watching this. She ain't watching this. But I mean, on the flip
I
side,
love it.
I don't know that, you know, if again given the choice to live my life, I don't know that I would put the mask on simply so I could, like, I can call her, we can have a conversation, like,
Yeah.
you know what, I don't know. I mean, I
But you
think,
FaceTime. Well, we don't have iPhones.
and besides that, I mean,
But we
I
can
think I think we can genuinely say if you feel okay. I mean, I know that there's people that can carry the virus and spread it and blah blah yada yada yada, but allegedly. But I don't know, man. I just, again, I feel like, dude, it's my choice. If I don't want to wear a mask and I want to go live my life with my children and my wife, and again, if you're wearing your mask, then there's nothing you got to worry about. It's like vaccinations, right? People that get mad at anti-vaxxers. If your kids are vaccinated, what are you worried about catching anything from what you should be worried about is my kid dying, right? Because I decided that I didn't want to
Yeah, you don't
vaccinate
want
my
to,
kids.
Yeah.
That's it. But on the flip side, man, if you're covered, let's put that to the test. I'm just saying, and see if those vaccines work out for you. I don't know.
Are you gonna take the vaccine if there's one?
No.
No, I just told you. Like, if I didn't
Yeah, I
have to
wouldn't
wear my
either.
mask,
I've already declined the flu shot.
Yeah, same
I'd be
here.
hypocritical.
I
and I
don't
haven't
do
gone
flu.
to a doctor in like almost 15 years. Like, for anything, I don't go to any doctors. I don't take pills. I cry in bed for hours, right?
Yeah, you do.
For a headache. I don't take pills. I don't do none of that.
Bitch.
Whatever. I don't take that stuff.
Some
It's
would
bad
say
for me.
that's the detriment of why, like, we're not living as long as we should. You know,
I'm good with that.
I am too.
Dude, I don't want to be
Because of the
90.
vaccines, or
No, I'm just
because
saying in
you
general,
don't
Like not going to the
Self-health.
doctor.
Oh, because you don't go to the doctor.
self-health.
Okay.
And I'm okay with that, dude. Like, cause I see, even like at work, I see some of the elderly folk, and I get it because they're different. They're alcoholics to an extent. I don't know if I want to be that old.
Forget that. Every time someone goes to the doctor, they hear bad news.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the hospital. People die there.
My back hurts now.
Blood
If I
in,
gotta
blood
deal
out.
with this at 75, 80.
Yeah.
Bro.
Just do me
Yeah.
like old Yeller, take me out back, and
For real. I don't know. I don't want to live to be that old.
I don't, dude. I don't. I'm a-okay. I just long enough to.
I
Live.
think I don't want to live to be like a burden on my children.
I think that's everybody, though.
You know? Like, I don't want to live that long.
Nah, they got at least 18 years of taking care of me when I'm that
See how you like
old.
it.
And I want them to start at the point where they have to wipe my nalga.
Well, that still only puts you at like 60.
I'm good with that.
And run up the
That's
phone
what
bill.
I'm saying,
Run up
right?
the phone bill.
Turn on all the
bill,
lights,
water
eat
bill.
all the
lights,
food.
eat all the food.
Hell yeah.
Leave the water running.
Yes.
Shout out, Maddie.
You jerk.
Telling you that's going to be a trademark of the podcast.
I'm going to make shirts.
Just make sure he spells it right.
Let's talk about how boneless wings are nuggets.
I just sent some pictures of some
Oh
boneless
my
wings.
god.
That's what you ate?
Yeah.
What was it?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, I know, but what?
I hate
what-
Buffalo Wild Wings. I think it tastes like crap.
Okay, well, that's the only goddamn place where me and my family could sit down and fucking eat a meal, you dick.
Go to Big Lou's. They have amazing wings.
I'm not going to drive all the way the hell over there.
You drove all
Don't
the way
you
to
live
Buffalo
by
Wild
there?
Wings.
I'm on the south side.
Just go like that. Whoop.
No. That's the entrance.
I think Hooters is good.
Hooters is horrible. There's
What?
nothing about Hooters. Not even the Hooters in Hooters.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
I go for the wings.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're better off.
Dumb.
And it's not all that great.
That's like that geek store inside the mall. Every
Yes.
time we go to the
Every time
mall.
we go to the mall. That's the only store inside Ingram Park Mall that ever has a line.
Oh,
a-
the
It's a
actual
geek store.
The name Geek, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they have all the
There's a line outside of the store. Dude, we've been to the
Only
mall.
one.
What's in there?
like
Like
action
comic
hero stuff,
books
comic stuff,
and-
Pokemon
yeah.
cards, stuff like that.
No,
Yeah.
it's lonely people like Paul's in there.
Lord of the Rings.
the
and all that.
only
And they're
one.
only letting in like 2 people, so they're still lonely when they get in there. They can't even lie and say they were trying to meet somebody.
Hello.
Oh.
We lost you, Paul.
Nah, he's right here. I
Right
see
away.
him.
He left to the geek store.
He went to go be
I gotta
alone.
go get in
Do you
line.
like Wingstop?
Yeah. We just-
That's where we were supposed to go.
They did not.
Lemon
He asked-
pepper.
okay, so
Dude,
he asked
I
me.
hate lemon pepper.
What?
Yeah,
I don't-
I'm good
I
with
like
the
the
original
Parmesan
or the
garlic.
mild.
I like the mango habanero.
Ah, la madre, nah.
Are they spicy?
Yeah.
Yes, it actually
Really?
is good.
Yeah, it's really
It is
good.
But lemon pepper is where I'm
A
at.
skirt.
Yeah.
I can't do lemon pepper.
I do the
I don't like
original.
the fries.
I do the original or
What?
the
The
mild.
fries
What's
are-
wrong with
what?
you?
I want to die.
Their fries
The
with
fries are
ranch.
amazing.
Mm, with ranch.
I never had
don't
the
know.
ranch, but I heard
cheese
it's great.
sauce. Their cheese
cheese
Yeah,
sauce
the cheese sauce is
amazing.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But every time after I eat Wingstop, I feel, I don't know, lazy.
You need to fart.
That's every
I
food.
feel greasy or something. I don't know what it is. Something about Wingstop.
You are greasy.
Here, I need a shower.
But yeah, she wanted to go there, and the only reason we didn't go there is
And what
because
did
we
I tell
couldn't.
you?
I have no
What did I
idea.
tell you? So he asked me, "What do you want to eat?" And I told him Wingstop. He's like, "That sounds great." Or no. Before that, I told you, I was like, "Why am I gonna pick somewhere to eat? Because I'm gonna tell you where I want to eat, and you're gonna say, yeah, let's go." And then you're gonna be like, "How about we go here?"
That's not what happened though.
Oh, you're the
That's
girl
exactly
in the
what
relationship.
happened.
No, because if it was up to me, I would have gone to the taco guy. It would have been over. I eat tacos,
Yeah,
breakfast,
he was
lunch, and
there
dinner.
today.
I know.
Guys are so
I know.
simple.
Dude, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll just go eat tacos. I'm good with it, man.
We're
But anyway, you messed up and you told the kids that we were gonna take them to eat.
Well, because we were. You had said, "Okay, well, we'll take everybody with us, and even if we have to just sit there."
How
all
much
right,
did your bill
fine."
come out to?
It's like $80.
And Buffalo Wild Wings, yeah.
If we'd have gone to
No,
Wingstop,
thank
it would
you.
have been at least like $40. Like,
Nah.
Really?
Nice.
Nah, Wingstop's expensive.
It would have been. It would have
No.
been a solid $60.
Like myself,
still better
Wingstop
than
is like
80.
$15 for me by myself.
Fatty.
No wonder you don't. No wonder you feel lazy.
Greasy. He said greasy.
I would have took the chance. Just went to HEB and got some Tyson wings.
Nah, I'm good with that.
I would have taken
The whole point was
chance.
to not cook because
You're not cooking. You're just putting them in the oven.
nah, that takes time. and-
That's too much work.
No. I don't know how you say that.
Or
Braçal.
at
Yeah, Braçaus. Yeah.
Braçaus.
Would you call
Oh,
it?
it's
Brazilian
freaking
steakhouse
good.
takeout.
Braçaus.
It
Braçaus.
sounds like an
Good.
offensive term.
It's good.
It's okay. We're taking it back.
You're all braçal.
Hey, you could. Hey, but if we go for lunch, it's I think it's like $34 instead of $50.
Oh, for
Yeah.
real?
You say that like that's a discount.
I'm
It
off.
That is a discount from 50
Heck
bucks
yeah.
to 30.
I'm off the 20.
I'm off tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm gonna order
I gotta
a
go
water.
work.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Dang, no, it's really good though.
I'm off the 25th and the 28th.
But if I were to choose out of all of them, well, 'cause
Texas.
I haven't had Texas de Brazil, I would still choose Chama out of all three.
I hear
That I've
good
been to.
things about Chama. I just,
Yeah.
I can't be in Stone Oak area. I'm too brown to be on that side of town. There,
I
I'll
get
try.
racially
But I
profiled.
I'm
I
there,
like
and they're like,
Texas
no,
and Brazil, though.
they're like, no, Francisco. Outside is the grass.
They're like, you're back from your delivery already?
See, and I like Texas and Brazil, like mostly because of the location.
Downtown.
Like,
The downtown, right
the
there.
food is freaking amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, but when you stuff yourself that bad,
And then you have to
like,
walk.
Yes,
Oh, then you have to
and
poop
you get
after because you get the meat sweats.
I don't know about that, Paul.
Paul sweats avidly for me.
Mama
That's gonna
girl,
be
we don't.
That's gonna be the name of this podcast.
The meat sweats.
And then you
That's hilarious.
the meat sweat
Paul, where else do you get meat sweaty?
between his cheeks.
Damn it, man.
Nah, but you need to go. Maybe I'll take you one day. When's your birthday? December?
When's your birthday?
I know when
Oh,
your
you're
birthday.
asking me?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
I know when your birthday is.
Mine's in November.
No one cares.
God damn. I care, babe.
When's your birthday, Alex?
May 20th,
Oh, that's right. You're in May, baby. Nah, I care. When's your birthday? November what?
November
I'm not
20th.
gonna tell you. Shut up.
November 20th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 month away from mine. Nice.
Nobody cares.
Once a good thing nobody asked you.
Paul, eat it. He's up.
He's on meat sweats.
He's on just one at a time, right?
At the same time.
You know, real quick, I was just done. We're talking theme parks. Did y'all see about is it Disneyland?
It's not.
It's not.
It's not coming.
I mean, I just thought it was awkward, dude. Like out of the blue,
I would like to know what you're
There-
talking
there
about.
were-
There was
Some-
talks about that
Yeah,
prior too.
because of
What are we talking about?
So they were saying that because of COVID and California being a communist state run by Democrats, that they were. I don't know. I just read an article that Disneyland was thinking about leaving and coming to Texas.
No, I think it was fake article though.
Was it?
It was.
think
so. Yeah.
I was
They were-
working at SeaWorld 2006.
SeaWorld. Shout out to
Yeah.
you.
And I
Shout
think that's
out
what they were
Shamu.
talking about, like
I love
Fiesta
Shamu.
Texas expanding and then selling to Disney.
To Disney. That would have been nice.
Bet.
Imagine how much money the city would have made.
No, no kidding.
Imagine how many of like 3/4 of San Antonio couldn't afford to go to that place.
Yeah.
We'd have to save for a year to drive 20 minutes up the road.
You have a 5-year
I always wondered that.
Every year we're going to buy one ticket.
I always wondered that. I'm like, dude, for the locals, like, how is it having to spend that kind of money to go somewhere 5 minutes down the road?
Right?
Chicken
Like
eye,
it's
bro.
right up the road.
I'm sure they talk about it like we talk about downtown. They're just like, it's all right. It's overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, cause
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I
Because
can
they're
see that,
there and then
yeah.
people show up just to go there.
Yeah,
like,
they talk
Yeah.
about San Antonio's history and the Riverwalk, and we're like, it's water.
Yeah. Like,
It's kind of there.
It's not even full. Well, I could see the ground.
it's a man-made river.
Yeah.
You can see the dead bodies right there.
Yeah, for real. Like I see them. Is that a condom? Like that's how your walk
Boy,
goes.
it had to be in the river. You know they ain't using it.
Like,
Shout out to Luby's.
Luby's is going bye-bye.
we should go
RIP.
to Luby's this weekend. I love Luby's. I like their Jello.
I love lamp.
I haven't had
Their
their Jell-O
green
in
Jello.
years.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
their
my
trademark.
gosh,
The green
that's
Jello.
like the best. The green one. Green Jello.
No.
I'm gonna kid out and just go get Jello.
But Luby's is
real.
expensive though.
It
It is
is.
really expensive. Or their chocolate mousse pie that they have.
But
I don't know. After I get the meal,
is the
it's already
value
too
of their
expensive.
food not worth like $12 though?
Yeah, I would think so.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It is.
Like I mean, it's expensive, but I think it's one of those restaurants
If
that
a double
you don't.
cheeseburger costs $17,
Yeah.
That was to deliver it, you did. It's like $12 if you stop
I'm
being
getting
lazy.
hangry. I'm getting hangry.
but I think
Did you order it after all?
No, fuck.
He's like, I'll wait till I leave.
I'll wait till I leave.
But I think Luby's is one of those restaurants that you forget about.
Yeah, you do.
Like
There's
you
only
just,
like 1 in 10.
well, no,
And
there's
it's on
not.
the south side.
No, there's not.
There's quite a
another
bit.
one?
There was
There's
so
one.
there was one on
4
Ingram.
that I could think of.
But that's what I'm saying. Like leading up into this point, like you forget that they're there. It's like Arby's. Like everybody forgets Arby's is.
Paul
I
never.
love Arby's.
He knows where the beef is at.
The meat sweats.
He sweats.
I'm gonna regret saying that.
Yeah, you are.
Ah,
That's his new name in the chat. Shit. He goes from Shaft Shiner to meat sweats.
I remember going there as kids.
I hope somebody else just buys them,
I hope so, and they leave them open.
and then we still don't go.
They're like, that's good. People get to keep their jobs. Let's not go eat there.
Let's not go eat
How
there.
many times would you go to Luby's a year? Like twice?
Yeah,
Like
probably
15
twice,
years of
yeah.
being married, we've not gone.
With
I
each
used
other.
To go when I took the kids.
Well, she used to go with her mom.
I used to go with my mom all the time.
That's like a place to go when you're off.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
old.
It's definitely one of those.
Yeah.
And old.
Yeah. 18.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close out today's episode 3. Pick number 3, my lord.
Big number 3, my lord.
Three, my lord.
We're going to close it out. We'll see y'all soon. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell for those of y'all on YouTube. Appreciate it. Till next time.
Wait, hold on.
No.
What? I was gonna talk about.
Don't
Meat
fart.
sweats.
You
That was
you should go
nasty.
try the chicken nuggets, the spicy chicken nuggets.
Oh my
spicy
gosh.
nuggets
Shut
from
up.
We're not plugging
Shut
McDonald's
up,
here.
Howard. Not
Shout out to
like
Maddie.
too much.
Bye.